Good morning, everybody. Welcome to see you live on Friday. Yay! Morning, Rick. Gerrie.
Good morning. TeamODZ live.
Thank you. Still my Rick.
Not going to turn on my camera.
So, Slow Burn Friday. Yay!
That's always fun on a Friday.
Totally. Felt good on the race yesterday.
How was the race yesterday?
I'm finding that 4 watts of kilo is very elusive. I average 3.9.
That's a lot of watts.
Most of that. Well, most I can average seemingly, but 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9.
Good morning, Roger.
Hey there, Roger. That could do it. Yeah, I stuck around in the room yesterday, Roger, until you left and stayed left.
Yeah, was it just me or did that just cut out right at the end? The live
Was
stream.
it? Well, yeah, I started having drops frames partway through. It was fine at the beginning, and then it just started having problems. So, all right. Well, if you're around while we're streaming, Roger, then come back and try it. By all means, I'll be here for a little over an hour, and then we'll be on the Friday ebb. We'll be around for a bit.
Oh, that'll be nice.
No sheep here, Rick. Might have warthog thingies.
No sheep.
No sheep.
This is a garbage map.
Oh, yes, there's no sheep.
That the Jedi mind thing. There are no sheep. So on Sunday, on the UD's entry, I asked people what they thought of Scotland. And the replies I got were, there's no distilleries, there's no sheep. All right, Roger. Well, we'll be here. We're in main voice. Always happy to have some company.
Oh, yes. This workout is asking me, how was the workout? Was it easy, hard, moderate? but it asks me when I'm recovering at the end. Then it's fine.
Yeah,
It asks me in the middle of one of those hard blocks.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how was your workout? 11.
I don't know how to rate these because I know this workout's supposed to be hard. So if I say it was hard, does that mean I think it was harder than it should be?
Morning, Owen.
Good
has
morning,
good-
Owen.
Good
Hey, happy
Ben.
Friday,
How,
Owen.
Ben has good news for me. What's
Aha.
the good news?
Yep.
I think I know.
I saw your message, Ben. Nice.
Hi. Today was supposed to be the day, right? Well, I mean, I guess technically 3 months ago was supposed to be the day.
The Ribble found enough buses to make his bike out of. Oh, there was a school orchestra concert last night. 3 of the orchestras. They turn up on the stage. And there's a group of maybe senior high schoolers down the row in front of us. And they talked all the way through it.
Oh no. Yeah, we are gonna see the Hartford Symphony Orchestra tonight.
Oh yeah,
We got all the information, except for when does it start? We realized that yesterday.
no, that's kind of an
8
important.
p.m.
Yeah, that's kind of an
That is
important thing
bedtime
to
in
know.
this house.
Hey Gerrie, no snoring through it. Okay,
Oh my goodness, that'll be hard.
I'll call you partway through it to make sure you're still awake.
Exactly, Owen. What can go wrong?
So we did try and set Scotland for the ebb again, but once again we're foiled. Couldn't do it. We choose the world, but no routes.
Oh,
Same for our divas on Wednesday.
Wonder what happens if you just show up to the world.
Maybe you find the sheep.
yes, Owen, that looks like an interesting one.
Yeah. I think we did all the
On the
roads
hills.
the other last week. We went on the route that they had on the event. We rode off piste. The road's good. And went into a quick course. Rode around that a couple of times. Yes. There's still a little bump in it, isn't there, Ryan?
Oh, I believe you'll do that, Ben. There will probably be multiple shares of the bike. That's definitely something I would do.
Pretty sure if I remember correctly, my bike sat right next to the bed that first night. And then I just laid facing towards it.
Hey, Bikey. Good night, Bikey. Sleep well.
That was when Heidi figured out that maybe she shouldn't have said yes to the bike. We have warmer weather here today. It snowed just about 3 inches overnight, and now it's already melting away.
Oh, nice.
We were supposed to get between 2 and 4 inches yesterday. And it was that warm, it didn't even settle on the driveway, on the roads. But then the temperature dropped in the evening, and there was quite a few slipping patches. And this morning it's all gone.
Yeah, it's still there.
We only had a dusting, really.
Right now. The snow is definitely, it was a nice, I think it was a kind of wet snow last night, but it was definitely coming down pretty good. But it didn't last long.
I bet it's warmer, Ben, than it was for me last Friday.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Considering that was some of the coldest days I've ever.
Last Friday was minus 36 Celsius for bed.
I got about minus 36 Fahrenheit there.
Yeah, it was cold.
I think that was our top, or our lowest, I guess not top. Our lowest temp was in the high 30s somewhere. And then the wind chill was just insane. And there was people, I know that there was a couple friends that were having a charity ice fishing derby on one of the local lakes.
Oh, yeah?
And so far this year, the issue has been whether or not it would be frozen all the way. But they went ahead with it, and it was frozen.
Yeah, we've got 4 days before the Virgin Spearing. Normally there's pretty much a village out on the ice.
Yeah.
But those with sense are keeping their trucks off the ice this year. There's certainly those that don't have tents and are driving out there.
I imagine it's been like here where when it gets cold, it gets really cold, but then it's followed by warm days. And so we just haven't had like that steady cold that we would usually have. Usually this, like the low temperatures that we had last week, it wouldn't have been that low, but we would have had like, negative temperatures overnight for like a week or so, with some days that were like single digits and teens. But instead it went from 40 degrees to below zero for 2 days, and then back up to 40 degrees.
Okay, guys, I'm done.
Fine.
Short workout.
That That was a nice long one there.
Well, if you
Alright,
don't want to
okay.
hang around with us,
Yeah. I'm gonna ride this afternoon again, so
well, make sure you
Not
get an
overdoing
afternoon
it.
nap, Gerrie. I don't want you falling asleep
gonna-
during the concert.
I'm gonna try.
A granddad nap.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, have fun.
All right, Gerrie.
Have a good one.
So you think you wanna slow down? That really doesn't work now. They might think you got lazy. Is that better than crazy? Tick tock, don't stop. Where does the time go? Tick tock, won't stop. Does anybody know? We don't wanna chase it.
Yeah, at this point, I'm happy with if it's going to snow, that it'll be a warm day right after.
Yeah. There's Roger.
That last series of snowstorms wiped me out.
Not hearing you, Roger. Oh, I see something.
There's some crackling going on.
Yeah, I was hopeful there.
We don't wanna chase it, so we better not waste it. Tick tock. Tick tock.
So what are your gritters called then? I mean, I've heard things like itsy gritty, yellow polka dot machine.
The town that I work in, Orono, they're I don't know if they have a requirement to just salt the entire land because of the university being there or what, but it's oh, they salt that place. What about Truckee McGritface?
Well, yeah. Gary Gritter. Yeah, I like that one. Can't remember. One.
Yes, very, very aware. It was that funny when I first heard it. I remember hearing it on the news, and I thought, oh yeah, that's my kind of place. Yeah,
You
what
on
was
that
the story?
website, Owen?
The story was didn't have something to do with like they wanted to name a naval ship, but they wanted to do seek the public's help in naming it, and the public came up with Bodie McBoatface.
Friend shared an image last night of someone stood outside the US Naval Observatory with his shirt lifted up looking at his belly button. That's like me stood next to the sign in the Smoky Mountains. Sign says, Andrew's bald. 1 mile. Yeah, find that.
I think at this point, I can hear you in Roger's microphone as an echo. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Decided not to use it. I was rooting for it getting used. Heidi and I almost bought my uncle's house on the lake. And that was my plan if we bought it, was to get a boat and name it Bodie McBoatface. I'm still smiling over it. Bodie McBoatface. Fantastic. Ooh, what's this? Is that Maine?
There we go. Andrew's ball.
Oh, yes, I have to look in this one.
It isn't wrong.
We have a local mountain called Bald Mountain. Right here. Would you believe it has a bunch of trees until you get to the top, and then it's all granite?
Hey. Hey, Roger.
Would you believe it has a bunch of trees until you get to the top, and then it's all granite?
Yes,
Hey,
now
Rick.
I can hear Rick as well.
Not a great view when you get to the top, though.
Yes.
It's mainly just all cell towers and a radio tower.
Yeah, that photo had to be taken on. It wasn't on the route that we were taking, but it had to be done. Yeah, that photo had to be taken on. It wasn't on the route that we were taking. Yeah, we're getting an echo from you, Roger. Yeah, that photo had to be taken on. On the route that we were taking. Yeah, we're getting an echo from you, Roger. Yeah, that photo had to be taken.
You just said it twice.
I think I'll probably say it 3 times if his microphone's sensitive enough. Say it 3 times if his microphone's sensitive enough. There you go, there's the 3rd time. So I used to work with a guy called Dean, and if you Google or look on Google Maps, you'll find a place called Dean's Bottom in Kent. It wasn't too far away from where we lived, where we worked. I could take the scenic route and go through Dean's Bottom. We had a few comments about that when we found that. Like, I wonder if there's any skid marks in Dean's Bottom.
We had a few comments about that when we found that. Like, yeah, okay, if there's any skip out to the gates. Commented about that when we found that.
We were coming back from one vacation and we found a place called Lawton. We had some fun there. Lawton in Michigan. We had a Lawton High School. We had the Lawton Water Tower, the Lawton Drugstore, and
High school. We had the Lawton Water Tower. Lawton.
we'll wait for Roger's echo. There we go. And finally, pièce de résistance, we have the Lawton Police Force.
I'm still looking for a place
We were just
that
leaving.
I can go to.
We were just leaving the town called Lawton. Just driving out of it, having had a bit of fun. And there was a police car going in the opposite direction, so we turned around and followed him. Pulled in the parking lot that he did. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear us as well. You're echoing us.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
At least you can
Good
hear
job
me.
now. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Well, it must have been the mic.
Yeah, what microphone are you using now?
My fiance had another Jaybird, so I tried that again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was playing around the settings there last night, and I tapped on the side of the headphone, and the green light started blinking. And I'm like, man, that's odd. You know, I couldn't get any kind of sound at all. And then when I tapped on the side of it, it showed sound, and I'm like, well, why is it doing that? I said, it must be something to do with the mic is loose or something.
Yeah. Yeah, we could hear little bits from you at the start when you were asking if we could hear you. But it was really hard to hear. But no, it sounds really good now.
Okay, there's no static much.
No static, no echo. No.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you got it working now.
The legs are pretty sore from that workout.
Yeah, it was a good race that was.
I fooled around with Discord right till the last second there, and I didn't get any warm up, and I just jumped in and just hammered the power down the whole time. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah, I'll have to do a slow burn or something today to get loosened back up, I guess.
But I'm on. Join us on the Friday, yeah. You've got an hour before that.
Okay, maybe I'll do a little ride on that or something. We'll see.
Yeah, all races are optional, aren't they, Rick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nice 2.3
I'm
average.
gonna,
Right on. How come we're racing in trap now?
In Frappe, because Alex got an upgrade, and
Okay.
every single week it was we had to decline fees from racing with us, so we go up to Frappe
Okay,
and
I
we
see.
can have as many fees as we want. And Alex is an
A1,
A,
I
so
was just wondering.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
it's-
No,
And now I'm getting close. It's only a question of time before I get back to Cat A as well.
I was going to say, you must be getting back there, so it's good to see that you got your health back and your strength.
No, still not quite right, and I can still feel it in my leg where I had the blood clot.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
my chest still isn't quite right. Getting there.
Yeah, well, I hadn't really heard from you much. It was like last spring, really, last I heard from you, so you've come a long way since then.
Yes, certainly have.
Yeah.
what about
All right, well, I'm gonna sign off here, so thanks for helping me out there.
Hey, no problem.
I
If I
wanna
could get it
ask
going.
where
Yeah,
do you live,
perfect.
Roger?
I'm in Nova Scotia. Actually, we just had a big
Okay.
snowstorm followed by a whole shit ton of rain. So what a mess. I just come back from our service station. I had to plow it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I live in Maine, and I was
Okay.
thinking that your accent sounds a little bit like a lot of up north Maine. I was like, I bet he's from around here somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'm not far from you. I'm right on the most southern tip of Nova Scotia, so I'm only a hop, skip, and a jump from you.
Nice. Yeah, it's a nice area.
Yeah, right on the south shore here. And I'm just I do lobster fishing and that kind of stuff, I guess.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
job. We only have to work 6 months, 6 on, 6 off, but it's pretty
It's a
tough
lot of
work when we're working. It's a lot of work when we're working, but I really enjoy the time off too. So it's not bad. I'm used to it. I've done it for 30 some years now. So.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right,
that
guys.
is it.
Hi, Roger.
Have a good one.
Okay. Good talking to you.
And you.
Good talk.
Oh, and there's quite a few Larkins in the US. There's one in Oklahoma, or is it Ohio? There's one in one of them. We went past it. We didn't have the time to stop, unfortunately. It would have taken us quite a way out of our way. So, we gave that one a miss. We might go past it again when if we go down to Florida for Hope's graduation next year.
That was cool when Roger got on immediately. I was like, whoa, that's an accent I don't usually hear on live streams at all. I recognize that. Yeah, not northern Maine as much, or it's more like down east Maine and stuff. Closer over that way. Everybody, that's the same accent.
We get this time Roger's on, if we get him to say, all right, my lovelies. He's very, very Cornish, Devonish. What do you think, Owen?
Yeah.
Then?
All I know is their hens are terrific.
We'll have to get him to say, all right, my lovelies, how about a pasty?
Yeah, I'm not too far from having that accent, I guess. If I would have just been born maybe a half an hour to an hour from here.
Hey, thanks for the ride on, Roger. Thank you, Owen. I'm surprised Auto Mod lets Smeg through. Although I guess if it blocked it, then the refrigerator manufacturer would have a grounds to complain. So my GPS disciplined oscillator lives. Yesterday it wanted to kill itself. So I had the oven control crystal oscillator and the GPS module on the same piece of surfboard right next to each other. And as the controller was shifting the frequency of the oven control crystal oscillator, the harmonic of the oscillator must have just swept across the frequency that GPS satellites transmit on, and it just obliterated itself. So once it got there, it just sat there saying, I don't have any GPS signals, I'm not doing anything. So I had to redesign it a little, and now it's working. No, that's something different, Owen. We'll work on that this weekend.
Still no sheep.
Let's have a look for something more trophy when you do the ad.
Where are we doing the ab anyway?
Flat reverse.
Ooh, man. Yeah, lately I've had the mindset like I'm in rest mode. But now I'm starting to feel like I'm detraining.
That like deplaning when you get off the plane. You're getting off the train.
It is.
Why don't they just say disembark? Never figured that out. Deplaning.
Or just like,
You don't say planing when you get on it.
no. Or just like, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. The exit's this way. I actually, whenever we go to Florida, we take a Legionnaire, and it's almost like
I
a
thought
shuttle.
you said I'd take a Legionnaire. I'm thinking, what?
Always.
How do you fit that in your suitcase?
You never know when there might be some trouble. You got a Legionnaire. No swords allowed on the plane, though. That's the other problem. But yeah, when I take a Legionnaire, it's one of those extremely cheap flying or airlines that have, you know, the tiny little tray table that your laptop could barely fit on. And, you know, if you buy any food or anything, then you're going to get charged heftily for it. So it's best just to bring a carry-on. And then you get a pretty cheap ticket. But the people on it, because it's a direct flight from Bangor to Orlando, then they get a lot of the same people shuttling back and forth. And so it tends to make the flight attendants a lot more personable. So that is a place where you would hear that at the end of a flight. Something like, you know, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get on out of the plane. Stuff like that. And it's only a 3-hour flight, so it's not too bad.
Owen's going to get us going on shit my pants again if he's not careful.
I have not heard the cheap flight song.
So after the race
That is a good
yesterday,
point.
I went to drill down with Coco, joined Coco and realised I was still on the 2T bikes.
How did that go?
And it lasted about a kilometre.
You didn't feel like pushing extra? Did you keep up?
I did not feel like pushing extra. I mean, to be fair, I first started, I'm thinking, well, wow, this feels pretty easy. But then I've just been averaging 3.9 watts a kilo on the TT. And then I realised I'm having to fight to stay in the group. Oh yeah, I'm still on a TT bike. All right, Owen.
That sums up a cheap flight. Mainly going over the fact of that they're looking for a cheap flight, and then of course everything else costs a ton on the flight except for the ticket. It's like getting a cheap ticket to Disney World. If you don't buy anything while you're there, you're good.
What, you'd like keys to your room, sir? Okay, that would be an extra $20. Oh, you want blinds that work? Oh, okay. $50, please.
Oh, you want the light off? Well,
Oh, you want warm water? Oh, my sir, that's quite a pricey one. That.
we can shut off your light for $2, but if you want to reactivate your light, there will be a $5 upcharge. Buy one, get one. You can turn it off and on.
Oh, sir, I see you used
Yeah.
a towel.
They've also, on that flight, they've fixed the issue with people reclining their seats and bothering other passengers because they barely recline. I think they're even less than any other flight.
Galeon says, "Oh, you want the toilet to flush?"
Plus, I swear that they designed the overhead storage to be smaller in those in order to discourage people from bringing carry-on, so that then you'll check bags and then they can charge you like crazy. But I always pack so light that it doesn't matter. But you still have the issue of trying to get your bag under the seat in front of you and it doesn't quite fully fit. So then usually my knees are up a little higher than I want them to be. But it's only 3 hours. That's the thing. And the whole time I'm on it, I'm just like, please don't crash. I don't want this to be the way I go out.
Well, if your knees are around your neck, then you've already got your head between your legs.
Yeah, I'm already safe. My chances of surviving a plane crash are greatly increased. Yeah,
Exactly.
usually though, luckily we can usually get all of our seats next to each other. 'Cause I can imagine sitting in a middle seat on that flight. It's way too compact. But it is cheap. It's essentially made it so that my stepmom can come up and visit, usually like 4 or 5 times.
Come up and see me sometime.
My dad doesn't visit though. He refuses. He's done with me, other than the summer. But I don't even think he really likes it up here during the summer either. I think he spent almost 60 years here and he had enough. Not that it isn't a great place to visit. And it is nice living here. But it's also, the weather feels challenging at times. But then the summers are terrific. The summers are perfect. You can't beat the summer. We get hardly any rain. It's just sunny every day. The only time it rains is when there's a thunderstorm. And it's usually just averaged in the 80s. There. So hopefully Maine is going to start paying me through the tourism board keep this up.
It could be like, oh, you want to drive your car through Maine? That'll be an extra $200, please.
Well, that's the other thing too, is it's cheap to do just about anything in Maine compared to a lot of places south of here. The only problem is you typically have to drive through Massachusetts to get to Maine. That's where they get you. You've driven through Massachusetts, right?
Can't remember. Probably.
It's like you take the Mass Pike. Like I even pick it up where it connects onto where 495 spills onto it, and it's we must still pay at least like $40 just to get out of the state. And there's really like, other than Springfield, it's just woods.
Simpsons.
Yeah, that's Springfield, Illinois. Illinois. That's another place where you can get completely just tolled out of your mind. Tolls for days.
Yep, one's right.
Or wait in traffic.
There ain't a lot
No,
north of
there's
you
not.
other than Roger.
There isn't a lot north. Well, I even said that's what a lot of people sound like north. And then I was thinking, wait, that's not north. That's just directly to the east. So he'd be over there. And that also is where a lot of people have accents like him. And a
Roger
lot
and
of people work
lobsters.
on the wall. Yeah, my brother did lobster fishing for a little while because he really likes to fish. He used to do crab fishing when he lived out west as like a hobby, which is weird because he was making enough money with his business that he didn't need to, but he still just likes to go out on a boat for a few months straight. And because he's weird. And he came here and started doing lobstering. And he said that it's hard work. Not quite as hard as crabbing, but still hard.
Guys, the
A
scuba
lot of
dive.
standing.
We went for a dive between mainland and Rhode Island. In Barrow. Caught a lobster. Quite an easy animal to catch. They're very inquisitive. So, we knew there was one in this hole. So we just tapped the rock in front of it. Piece of dead metal that we had. And it came out to see what it was. And it came out, grabbed hold of it. It grabbed hold of my finger as it was going in the bag. I don't think it wanted to go in the bag.
Ooh,
Through blood through
How'd that
8mm neoprene.
oh wow. From what I've noticed, the big difference between crab fishing on a big boat, where you have like
I can't blame
a
it
whole
on no.
cabin and all that stuff, and with lobster fishing, is lobster boats are not that big, and you're not really shielded too much from the weather in most of them, so you're just out there in the elements in the waves working for an extremely long day. Heart rate's high today. Yeah, I would definitely say I gotta start pretty soon here. I gotta start taking training seriously.
Look. 8 minutes left. Mm. Mm.
Keep looking. Keep looking at that. I'm still getting. I keep looking at that. I'm still getting over the South of Here qualifier. Yeah, that can mean a lot of things. I think South of Here is, well, it depends on if I'm specifically talking about something, I guess. South of Here is just within the state. We'll do that. But if you look at the map and you look at what's north of Bangor, yeah.
Yeah, like this conversation. This conversation went south quickly.
If you look up not too far, if you like to zoom in and scroll up, all of a sudden there's just a lot of green area that has numbers. A letter and a number. And that's all just territories of, well, mostly paper companies. I bet Kimberly Clark owns some places up there. Maybe.
He's fish. Still have a Coke milk. in Washington State. We don't know that anymore. Can't just struggle on this one.
It's not just me. Your heart rate's staying pretty steady though.
Yeah.
Climbing a little bit. Mine was up there, and then now it's still up there on 185. Oh, it's dropping now. Still high though. In a way, it feels like I dropped fitness quickly, but really, it's been like 6 weeks since I've been since I decided I was going to take it a little easier. I don't think I've done a VO2 max in that entire time, maybe.
We can fix that for you.
I don't even know what I would do during a VO2 max right now. I guess I would survive somehow, but lately my only VO2 max moment is the last sprint in the ebb, which is not VO2 max, I don't think, for me. Maybe today. Looking forward to an easy day at work today. I got a bunch of stuff done yesterday. For some reason lately, for Friday lunch, we've been trying out all of the chain restaurants. I don't know why. We've all had them, but that's just kind of been the thing lately, I guess. For a while, we'd never go to a chain restaurant. Then last week, we found ourselves at Applebee's. Today, we're going to go to Uno's Pizzeria, which is disgusting, in my opinion. I never really liked it. I always thought I didn't like Chicago style deep dish because of it. And then I had actual Chicago style deep dish and I was like, oh, okay. This is good. And then I went back to Uno's and I was like, this is horrible. These guys are just giving Chicago style deep dish a bad name. Have you ever been to Multistreaming in Chicago?
Yes.
Oh, so good. It's like a pizza casserole on a crust.
Isn't it Lou Malnati's?
Yep, Lou Malnati's. Yeah, the one that we went to was near the Loop. I can't remember which street it was on, but yeah, I think it was like one of the originals, maybe. Yeah, did I add extra letters to that the first time? Malnati's?
Yes, you did.
I did. I guess because I'm forgetting the Lou. It almost sounds like one word. Lou Malnati's. In fact, that's what I thought it was when I was being told about it.
Hey, come on, get your finger out. I'm not pulling your butt all the way up here.
My workout's over. All right, here. You make a good point with that. Because we still have miles left to go. How did that happen? I still have little blue stripes in my green, even though I was on ERG. Just can't escape it.
Green stripes in my blue right now.
You know what I think I need right now to snap me out of this training funk? I need to go outside on my bike. I bet that would put me right back in gear. The only problem is it's absolutely winter here. Maybe I could go. There is at the YMCA, there is in Old Town, there's a track. It's a running track, but there's rarely ever anybody there. You might be able to use it as a bike track. It even has like raised corners and everything. Grace used to do gymnastics there, and I'd go up there and walk around on that because it's up on like a raised area above the gymnastics gym, so I could still watch her and walk around, and I'd even jog sometimes. But I always thought, man, I would love to bring my bike in here. I don't think it's like full track worthy for a bike, but there is a little bit of a pitch on the corners, so it can keep some speed up. And if I go too hard into it, you just hit the wall. It's not a big deal. I do want to go in and ask about it. The only problem is if I ask about it, then they could say no. And they probably would. Because why not? You know, why not just say no? But if I just walk in with a bike, no one asks questions.
It's easier to beg forgiveness than it is to ask permission.
It is, exactly. Because it's so easy for someone to just be like, no, it's a running track, not a bike track. But then if they see me in there, you know, using hand signals, telling walkers and runners that I'm right behind them, maybe they'll be like, he's not hurting anybody. So let him do it. And either way, if I can just get 2 laps around, maybe that'll be enough to be like, oh yeah. Oh, now we're gonna rest. The only problem is getting my bike over there, because if you even just drive on the roads, you get salt all over your bike. Unless if I put it in my bike bag and then reassemble it, turn it into a whole thing. But yeah, I figure maybe like first week in April, hopefully, I'll be able to go out for a ride. Maybe March. Usually I like to wait for a good rain.
Yeah.
To just get some of that salt off the road.
Hey Alexis. Bonjour, comment ça va?
Just
Esta canción te la dedico a ti, la que siempre está junto a mí. En las buenas y las malas, siempre bella y
I bet Alexis is south of here.
desde el momento en que te conocí, sentí
This is a fun game. Let's find out what's south of where we live. I think
Everything.
we're like just in the yeah. Except for Canada. But actually some parts of Canada. So I think like I'm on a direct even well just about direct even line with Ottawa. You might even be more south than me.
Probably am.
Then you have to then you also have to take into effect that there could be issues with the map. Well, actually, I'm a little bit south of Ottawa. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Because if you go straight, I'm still south of the Vermont and Canada border. Not very far though. Toronto's more south. We might be exactly even, according to my phone map.
So I don't
No,
know.
you're a little south. You're a little south. I see that big lake right there.
I'm just a little south.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm directly matched up with like Green Bay. So I'm about 30 minutes south north of you.
When did minutes become a measure of distance?
You've never been to Maine, have you?
My wife and kids do this as well. How far away is it? Oh, it's about half an hour. What?
And then sometimes you have to, like if you have to travel through a congested area, now that's going to increase the time.
Yeah, no problem, Alexis.
Excellent.
Appreciate the thought. We'll be done shortly anyway. I have to pull the stream down and get ready for the Friday air, but it'll be back up in about 10 minutes time. But get the Friday air live.
Oh, wow. Grace and Heidi left already. They must be going to get breakfast or something.
Wow.
They didn't even mention a thing to me.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to put the stream down and get us ready. Hey, no need to apologize, Alexis. Like I said, I appreciate the thought. We'll workout's done. We're going to get ready for the ebb now. Take care, everybody. We'll be back in around 10 minutes time with the Friday ebb. Till then, have yourselves a good day.